Hi guys. So I try to do a better job to post videos regularly, but it's very difficult, with a full-time job, kids, everything that you have to do around the house. It's difficult to work on my car on regular basis, and it's difficult just to keep the schedule, really. So I guess I'll do a little bit of the talking when walking my dog. So the big update is, a couple weeks ago, I had a catastrophic transmission failure on my Ford Focus. So basically, driving to work a few weeks ago, the traffic was slowing down and I was downshifting, and the car didn't want to go into the second gear. It just ground, got this awful grinding noise. Tried to downshift to second twice, would not get into the gear. Eventually the traffic came to a stop, wanted to start, put it in first. Nothing, there's no first. Basically, I lost all of my gears. The shifter felt like it's one big neutral. No gears at all. Kind of like if your transmission links, go bad. Could not put the car into any gear. So at that point, got a lot of traffic behind me. I knew the car is going nowhere. I knew I need new clutch before, and I was hoping to do it as a project, record it, show it on the channel. So I was just getting ready for it, planning a weekend when I would have time. So I called for towing. My insurance company get that set up for me. Also, they called for sheriff to push me off the road, because at that point there was a major traffic because of me, and my car had to be pushed to a side street. And unfortunately, being in that situation, I didn't realize to record some of that stuff, because it was a little bit stressful situation, and so I don't have a video how the shifter plays, but I guess you can only imagine it. One big neutral. Also, at that point, I knew the repair. I knew I cannot do the repair simply because middle of the week. This happened when I was driving to work, so I needed the car to drive around. A lot of responsibilities. I already sold my Infiniti, so I didn't have another car. I made a decision. This goes to a shop to diagnose. I was hoping it's only a linkage, possibly related to the clutch, but the longer I sat in the car, the more I realized this is not a clutch problem. I started testing the links. Probably you can see the video now. So after playing with those links, as you just watched, I knew this is not linkage problem. It's most likely transmission. So when the car was dropped off, I received a phone call which confirmed, the clutch needs to be replaced, but it seems like a catastrophic failure on the transmission, and they told me the transmission cannot be serviced. I didn't check if that is true or not. I knew the place that I dropped it off is just good general mechanic place, not necessarily a transmission rebuild shop. When they gave me the quote for a new transmission, I figure it's, similar as if somebody would take it apart and rebuild versus dropping a new transmission. So pretty much I got a quote of $2,300. That includes all labor, new clutch, and new, or I should say used transmission with 60,000 miles of another Ford Focus. So we negotiated a little bit, got the price down to $2,000, which still included all the labor, new transmission, new clutch, and 1-year warranty on parts and labor. So knowing that clutch replacement at the dealership runs anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000, $2,000 is not that bad, although I was planning on spending $300 on the clutch kit alone and do everything myself. It kind of spiked my budget a little bit more than I anticipated, and this car right now is no longer considered a good deal. So I'm kind of laughing when I said that probably I bought the cheapest Ford Focus in Michigan. The question is, was it the least expensive one or was it the cheapest one? Because there was a problem that I wasn't aware of. Didn't get a good feel of that problem when buying the car and knowing the owner. He was just as surprised as I was when this failure happened. Although, from the perspective of time, I can tell now that the shifts were kind of long, going from first to second. The transmission engaged, pretty high. Now, after the transmission is replaced, those shifts are pretty short. For some reason, I didn't realize it when I was test driving the car. I thought it's just a sloppy transmission. That, knowing it's a Ford, and most of the cars that I drove in the past with manual transmissions were Volkswagens. I thought it's just, how Ford transmissions work. So my dad, I guess, learned the lesson. But now, I'm out $2,000, which brings the total for the car, with the headlights, NO2 sensor, to over $6,000, which is way above the Kelly Blue Book on that car. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. Continues to grow. We are over 420 subscribers right now. So thank you. Thank you for appreciating my work. I'll try to do better. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe. Don't forget to check that little ring so you can see any new videos whenever I'm posting them. Peace out.